What's going on, guys? So if you've never messed around with elixirs, potions, or coatings in Baldur's Gate 3, they're seriously OP. There's a lot of really cool stuff you can do with them. You can raise your attributes, you can give yourself more actions, you can poison or cripple enemies or paralyze enemies. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with them. The obvious trade-off is that they are consumable, and once you use them, they are gone. And a lot of the buffs do last until long rest, but once you rest, that buff does come off. Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you a support potion crafting build that will make it so where you will basically never run out of potions, elixirs, or coatings. All right, so let's jump into it. All right, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go to Withers and you are going to recruit a hireling. The hireling that we're going to recruit is going to be Brenna Brightsong. The reason that we want Brenna Brightsong is because she's a halfling, and halflings cannot critically fail on ability checks, that's what potion crafting is it's an ability check. So hire Brenna Brightsong. Once you recruit Brenna, you are going to need to respec her because she comes out as a bard, and we do need her to be a wizard. So we're going to go talk to Withers. We're going to change her class. We're also going to change her attributes and her proficiencies. So we're going to swap her over to wizard. Cantrips don't matter, spells don't matter, the abilities do matter though. So we want to have our wisdom maxed out. Everything else doesn't really matter. It's really just our wisdom. So we want to have wisdom all the way as high as we can get it, which is going to be 17. All the other stats don't really matter. As far as our stats here, we are going to need to change this over. So we're going to need to change this over to medicine. That's the only one that we really care about. The rest of them don't really matter. We're going to confirm that, and then we are going to confirm here. We're then going to take one more level into wizard, and we're going to choose transmutation. The reason that we want transmutation is we get access to experimental alchemy, which gives us a chance to duplicate alchemical solutions, which is basically what our potions and elixirs are. So we're going to take transmutation. The spells don't really matter again because we're never going to be taking her into combat, so just pick whatever you want, and we're going to accept here. Once you take 2 levels into wizard, we are going to switch off to a different class for our 3rd level, which is going to be cleric. We're going to take 4 levels in cleric, and there's a couple of reasons why. The first reason is we get access to the guidance cantrip, and then we also get access to enhance ability, which is going to allow us to increase our wisdom, which is going to give us just a higher chance at duplicating potions. So we're going to switch over to cleric. The cantrips don't matter, well, other than making sure that you get guidance. The domain doesn't matter, the deity doesn't matter, and the abilities don't matter since we can't choose medicine again. Just pick whatever the default is and confirm. Now you can start crafting as early as level 3. As long as you have access to guidance and experimental alchemy, you're going to have about a 60% chance to duplicate the craft. Now, if you're not above save scumming, you can always just save before you do the craft. And if you fail a bunch of times or fail once or really however you want to run it, you can always just reload the save. If you don't want to save scum and you want to ensure that you're going to duplicate the potions or the crafts, then you are going to want to wait until a little bit later level to make sure that you have that percentage much higher. Our level 2 cleric doesn't really do much for us, so just pick whatever. It's really the next level that we care about, which is going to grant us the spell enhance ability. You want to make sure that you grab that ability. We're going to take one more level in cleric, which is going to give us a feat. So once we load that up, we're going to go to the cantrips. Cantrips don't really matter. Just pick whatever. For our feat, we are going to choose ability improvement, and we're going to choose wisdom. So to recap, we're going to have 2 levels in wizard and 4 levels of cleric. On the 7th level, we're going to switch over to bard now. For our first 2 levels of bard, we aren't going to really get much. On our 3rd bard level, we are going to take another ability that's going to help us with crafting, which is going to be expertise. So we're going to go down here to skills, and we're going to put expertise in medicine, which is going to give us a +10. So we're going to confirm here. Once again, the spells and all of that stuff don't really matter. And as far as the other thing that you take expertise in, doesn't really matter either. For our last level in bard, we are going to be getting another feat. Cantrips don't matter, spells don't matter, so just pick whatever here. And our feat, we are going to choose ability improvement again, and we are going to pump up wisdom up to 20. Our last 2 levels don't really matter, so just take whatever you want. You can take Bard, you can take Wizard, you can add something new in. It really doesn't matter. We just need up to level 10 to get everything that we need to basically guarantee that we are going to duplicate our crafts. So a couple tips and tricks while you are playing this build. Do not forget to cast your buff. So make sure you are casting Enhance Ability and you're choosing Owl's Wisdom. Make sure you do that. Also, as you're leveling, you're going to use Guidance until you get the option for Enhance Ability. Once you get Enhance Ability, use Enhance Ability over Guidance because it's just a better buff than Guidance is. Now, you can have access to both Guidance and Enhance Ability if you have another person in your party that has access to either one of those spells. So if you've got another Cleric or another Druid in your party and you want to have both of these buffs on Brenna before she starts crafting, then you would have to have one or the other cast the opposite buff and then go to town with crafting. So something else I noticed at the lower levels before you get basically 100% chance to duplicate the craft is that crafts would tend to fail when you would click craft all opposed to just crafting them one at a time. Now that could just be my own superstition or my own personal bias, but I noticed it happened a lot of times. So I would just go craft one at a time instead of go here, craft all of them. Also, just in case you didn't know how to get to the crafting menu, if you press H, that is the hotkey that will take you there. So just press H, it'll take you right to the crafting menu and you can start crafting. Also, make sure you are extracting all of your ingredients. You will typically find raw ingredients in the wild that you will need to put in suspensions or vitriol or ashes or whatever, right? So make sure you are extracting those ingredients so you can craft those potions, elixirs, and coatings. Well, that's pretty much it for the guide. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, as it does really help with the YouTube algorithm. I make weekly content with various gaming topics like Baldur's Gate 3, gaming reviews, some Path of Exile stuff, things like that. So if you enjoy that kind of content, make sure you subscribe to know when I upload new stuff. Until next time, have a great day/night. See ya.